Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising, here is your tarot reading for Gemini season. Are you feeling sorry for yourself? Are you crying over spilt milk? Are things feeling a little bit out of balance? Important questions to be asking yourself throughout the Gemini season. There are certainly some highs and lows coming through. Unsurprising, really, because as we know, Gemini is the celestial twins, all about duality. And Libra, unsurprisingly, are the scales, trying to bring that duality into balance constantly. And this is going to be a bit of a running theme. It beautifully summarizes what's happening for you in Gemini. So there'll certainly be some highs, there'll certainly be some lows, but throughout that, and this is a running theme across the board for Gemini season, and you know, Gemini is kind of a bit of a tricky energy at times, and it likes to bring out this sense of polarity in us. And when that sense of polarity is brought out in us, it is up to us to try and find that median, to find that sweet spot. But in order to find that sweet spot, sometimes we have to be thrust between one extreme and the other. And that is very much what this season looks like for you. So that's not necessarily a bad thing. It can be in some ways upsetting, and I don't mean upsetting, well, actually in your case, I'm afraid to say, Libra, I probably do mean upsetting in both ways, but upsetting in terms of emotionally upsetting, but so too upsetting the balance, or throwing things off center so that they can be brought back. Now, before you change the channel, before you go, oh, I don't want to hear all of this bad news, as I say, there are certainly some highs within there too. There are some big overlaps between you and Leo. Be fascinating to know if you've got Sun, Moon and Rising in both Libra and Leo. Let me know in the comments below if you do, because there are certainly some cards that overlap here. But we start with you're gonna love this, the Devil. We see those celestial twins. I know they're Adam and Eve, strictly speaking, but they're very much in that place of Gemini being opposed. So I'm gonna ask you to almost do the impossible this time, Libra, is to let go of that balance. I feel that struggle, that tension of trying to maintain the status quo is what is going to cause you unnecessary discomfort. The Devil, as much as it looks like a troubling card, is actually one of my favorite cards, surprisingly, because it's highlighting within us what perhaps isn't working, what needs addressing, what needs adjustment. And these are the themes that certainly will come up for you. Don't give yourself a hard time. There is a big thing here around our fears bubbling to the surface throughout Gemini season. There is quite a lot of collective uncertainty going on anyhow, so it's important that we don't plug into that too much and we pay it not much heed. For most of the star signs, this has come through as the Moon card. For you, unfortunately, it's come through as the Devil, so it might be a little bit more pronounced that you are having to face your fears front on. The other card that I'm going to kind of start with the kind of bumps in the road, so to speak, because we have the Five of Cups, the Lord of Loss and Pleasure here. And this is why I said right at the beginning, are we crying on over spilt milk? Are we very much focusing on what isn't working rather than what is? There is this feeling of, oh, things aren't working out for me. Why is nothing going right? Oh, I'm so frustrated. It seems, don't fall into this place of the victim. Don't fall into this place of the saboteur taking reign. Themes and guidance that was also given to Sagittarius. What is lovely to see is that we have both the Fool and the Pentacle, and these are the cards that arose within Leo. And in tandem, these cards are all about opportunities, growth, being open to new experiences, allowing the universe to present gifts to us. We can see with the Page of Pentacles, it's coming out of the clouds, so it's coming out of the ether, it's coming out of the unexpected, and the universe very much trying to give us these gifts. But if we're doing this, if we're focusing and feeling sorry for ourselves and falling into the place of the victim, it's almost as like we've got our back turned to the gifts that the universe. I'm trying to kind of, if you imagine that the coin is coming in this way, because we're not remaining receptive, we've got our back turned to what otherwise is trying to come in. So really watch your emotional tone this. Loving your Tarotscope so far? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell so that you never miss a reading. Drop your favourite emoji or share your thoughts in the comments. We love hearing from you. And check out the pinned comment below to find your rising and moon signs for a full 360 view of your season ahead. You'll also find a quick link to sign up for email alerts so you're always in the loop when a new Tarotscope drops. Now let's get back to your reading. What's your emotional tone this month? If you do find yourself slipping into victimhood, I'm really good at playing the victim. It's one of my specialities. And every time I start slipping that, I go, no, 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 no. This doesn't get you anywhere useful. Pull yourself back, pull up your bootstraps and get on with it. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. And you might have to slightly give yourself that talking to. Part of this is also pronounced, there is a silver lining to all of this, I promise. Part of this is also, if I can take all the, you kind of see that there's this very up and down energy. We kind of go from this black to yellow, black to yellow. So don't be surprised if it's feeling a little bit jerky this month for you. If you're feeling, yes, it's working out. Oh, no, it isn't. Oh, yes, it's working out. No, it isn't. Hence why I said very much at the beginning, we'll be working in these extremes. And just as great example, my guide has just said to me, you know, when you have balancing scales and you're trying to get them into balance, so you take some from this and it goes that, and it just goes, so you take some from here and put it in the, and it takes a little while to get that equilibrium into place. So we take too much from one side and across the other. And this is so brilliantly aspected in the Temperance card, which is exactly that process. It's that alchemical process of trying to pour from one cup into the other to find that sweet spot, to find that equilibrium. So although this month may represent you, quote unquote, messing things up, getting things wrong, failing, making a hash job of things, do not panic, do not worry. Look at it very much from this aspect of, hey, I'm finding the sweet spot here. I'm bringing back in equilibrium that I so like. So you might find that there are disruptive forces playing out. That could be other people sticking their nose in. That could be events or circumstances that aren't quite going your way. That could be things that were going very well suddenly seem to kind of fall apart in your hands. And you think, hang on a second, it was working absolutely fine a month ago. Why has it suddenly gone to pot? Don't panic. It is about getting you to readjust and tweak and find and recalibrate. That's a really good word. There's such a theme across the board in Gemini season of upsetting to find balance again, and that disruption being necessary, allowing us to see what is at the bottom, allowing us to recognize what we have otherwise overlooked. And when we bring things back into balance in a newfound way, it will be even more superior to what was before. It's great to see. Great to see. So yes, there are ups and downs. Yes, there are frustrations. Yes, there are upsets. But ultimately, this will lead you to finding what works even better with that Temperance card. It's all about moderation as much as you can find that. It's all about temperance. It's all around the card Temperance. Good. Does that help? Does that resonate? Let me know in the comments below. And are you interested in learning more about the tarot? Well, I've got you covered. I'm exploring each of the major arcana cards on my YouTube channel, so go and check out the video library where I'll be exploring and explaining the energies of each of the cards in turn to help you understand them when you pull the cards for you so that you can become a tarot reader yourself. So go and check those out. But otherwise, I shall see you next time and have a great month. Bye for now.